Hello everybody, welcome to another review thingy here on this YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all age groups, I present to you the one and only Disney Jr. from the country of Spain. And everything on this channel is in Spanish, as it would be expected from a Spanish channel. So we see walking and jogging people, dogs even, anthropomorphic dogs. So they're dancing, and this beat, this melody, this tune, this musical performance by some ensemble, by a band, I don't know, there are so many similar words for the same thing. It fits quite nicely with the music, I would say. So we got all the winter stuff because it's from the winter time. Rappels. Gesmar para jugar. Now we got all of them. Well, there's some people missing, I believe. Not sure who. Pluto, possibly. Yeah. So we got Mickey Mouse and the Disney Junior logo and the storks that aren't really storks. They're just pink looking birds. Not a pelican either. What is it? A flamingo. And they're using it to create wordplay like flamingo instead of saying go. Pip and Freddy, I believe, is their names. So we see all the usual suspects here, the people you would encounter in all of the Disney Junior shows. The Christmas tree, for example. There's even a movie called Piney the Christmas Pine. So there's even a Disney Channel show about a Christmas tree. So this is a game where you guess the presents, who they are from. So it's green, so it's got to be from somebody who's green. And of course it also makes sounds. Now they gave you 4 options to choose from. And of course it's from Kermit the Frog. Yes, and then Froggy Kermit appears and then disappears once again because the cameo is short. The main star is the pine tree. Wow, he's running around like in the old episodes of Sesame Street, was it? Was it Sesame Street? I got my Muppets mixed up. Sesame Street is different, I believe. That's with Ernie and Bert. A Muppet Show, with the Muppet Show and Sesame Street. These are 2 different programs. Very similar though. I wonder who stole the concept from who, or if it was the same person that created these. So we got a little bit of the end credits, and near the very end you see Pip and Freddy fly towards the camera pretty closely. Barely missed us. We got Mira the Explorer. I keep calling her that even though she's not called Mira the Explorer. She's called Mira Royal Detective. Royal Detective, Royal Detective. There's this melody with this way of singing it, pronouncing it, inflecting it. So we got snowflakes. Did you notice the snowflakes? Did you notice the dancing hippos? I noticed everything. I noticed the red building in the background even. A lot of them were wearing Santa hats. The red Santa hats. Even the Disney Junior logo is wearing the red Santa hat. So we got the Indian elephant there. A typical classical elephant for India. Wearing some kind of carpet on its back. It probably has a proper name, which I don't know. Here we have a little bit of the intro for Mira Royal Detective and the outro, the end credits, and at the end the logo. This logo will appear even if the episode is shown on channels that aren't Disney Junior. We got a little bit of ads, traces of ads as I like to call it, like when you you have a Snickers bar, and in the pack on the packaging it says may contain trace amounts of nuts or something like that, or soy. That's how I call these trace amounts of ads. Tiny bits that barely matter. A little bit of Barbie here. These are not full advertisements. Princess Adventure. This is going on for pretty long. We got to see a whole lot of Barbie right there. That's a nice beat. That's nice music. I don't know if you noticed, I replaced the background noises from Disney Junior with some kind of music from the YouTube audio library. It was the best music I could find. There's a lot of music that isn't that good. This one's okay enough. So we've got Playmobil Country, Mobile. So we got PJ masks, and as they like to say, call them in Spain, peja mask, peja, something like that. They've changed the name drastically. Like PJ stands for pajamas, and peja, I don't think it stands for pajamas. That's not how we say pajamas in Spanish. There's this lion here. It's not Simba, it's Simba's son, I believe. They have a new cartoon. Well, it's a couple of years old, I guess. And it's called the Lion Guard. I'm surprised they still even air it. I don't know if they make new episodes for it. So I've got promos for Mickey's Mixed Up Adventures, or is this Mickey Mornings? No, this is Mickey Mornings. This is a promo for Mickey Mornings. Well, you see the typical house with all this fancy stuff like slides in the background. So Mickey, these are typical European. This is a typical European look for Mickey Mornings, with the yellow sun rays and the flat logos. It's flat, solid colored logos. And we got Minnie wearing a weird hat. We got Bluey hugging some kind of friend. We got Pip and Freddy bringing these babies home during Christmas time. It's no longer the Christmas season. This continuity is from a while ago. Look at how happy he is jumping. Look at how high he is jumping in the snow. That's quite unique. You don't see that on the American versions. These bumpers are exclusive to European versions of the Disney Junior channel. And it's funny how all European versions are pretty much the same, but in Asia they got a different look. In Latin America they got a different look. Don't know anything about Africa. They may be using the European look in Africa. I'm not sure. Interesting. So yeah, and in the United States, the original channel, it also uses a different look. It still uses the classic logo, non-modified, not flat, not anything, just the typical vanilla logo, and still has these custom-made logo bumpers for each show. This one doesn't really have that anymore, this Spanish version. There's not really a big difference between the versions of these TV channels. They do have different bumpers, like slightly different bumpers. Like the bumper for the ad break is different. I guess the timing is different, the schedule is different, but at the same time it's the same shows, just a different time slot for them and a different audio track. Not really that much different. I mean, it's a huge difference what audio track you're listening to and whether it has ads or not. Some have fewer ads, some have a ton of ads. There's a difference in ads too. So like bearing through 10 minutes of ads, that might not be so easy. I don't know, I may be exaggerating, I may be not. I usually skip through the ads, so I'm not really sure. Hey look, it's a Rocketeer bumper. I don't think the show is even aired in the US yet. It's being aired everywhere else, but not in the US. Don't you find that weird? How the US is the last place to get it? Why would that even be the case? I know I saw this show in Asia first, and now I'm seeing it on the European versions. I haven't had the opportunity to check out the Latin American versions in any recent, point in time. As you may notice, there are a couple of glitches in the recording. That's because I used my old glitchy cheap satellite receiver, and now I got a better one. I figured it was enough torture trying to get the old one to work. When something's not working, it's just not working. You're gonna lose a lot of time trying to get things to work, and in the end, you're still not gonna work optimally. So we see a promo for Bluey, the Australian dog family. Well, Daddy and Mommy and Bluey and Bingo. Bluey and Bingo are girls. They are female dogs, as I later found out. From the looks of the, Bluey character, when I first saw the promos, I thought Bluey would be, a boy. You can't really tell it's a girl. They all look pretty much the same. But then, as I watched one of the first episodes, I found out Bluey is a girl, and most of these kids are girls, I believe. That's okay though. It's an awesome show. Like, I'm amazed how good this show is. It reminds me of The Simpsons even a little bit, the animation style. The way their teeth look, the way they show their teeth when they smile. It's a really high quality show. Like, even adults could watch it. Very well done, I have to say, to whoever created this show. And it's also a 2D cartoon, which doesn't give me the nausea feeling that I get from CGI oftentimes. It's probably the uncanny valley effect. I don't know, like maybe I was theorizing maybe it's the textures. Just, when something looks like it's metallic or solid or, a plastic, and then it bends in an unnatural way, it makes me feel weird, I believe. Maybe that's it. It's kind of the movements, right? If I look at a still image, I'm probably cool. I guess it's the movements of CGI characters that bother me. Well, I'm still trying to figure out what it is exactly, but 2D cartoons, I prefer 2D cartoons. And there's always a different melody at the end of, like in the end credits of Bluey. Maybe not always, but usually. Maybe always, I don't know. And Bluey always dances. Sometimes at the end of the end credits, it isn't Bluey that dances. I believe once I saw her grandparents or something, her grandma. Not sure exactly what it was, but something to that effect. So they're using what is it even called again? This style of dancing, the sweep dance, sweep kid, backpack kid. The backpack kid created this whoosh dance or whatever it's called. I don't even know anymore. It was a couple of years ago, and now it made its way into the Bluey cartoon. But anyways, we're at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out more videos on this YouTube channel. See ya, bye bye.